All right, so the stage is now set for Rahul Gandhi versus Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Sansad, Operation Sindoor showdown in Parliament. Up next, Rahul Gandhi is going to lead Congress's charge, and as we've been reporting shortly, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to counter the Saboot gang. According to reports coming in, the Prime Minister is going to speak somewhere around 6 p.m. is what we're given to understand. First, Rahul Gandhi to speak to lead Congress's charge, and then you'll see the Prime Minister also respond to the questions that have been raised by the opposition that continuously has been asking, where's the Prime Minister? Why isn't he speaking about Operation Sindoor and the Pahalgam terror attack? Let's in fact open this up and go across to our guests. This evening, we're joined by K. Varun Kumar, leader TDP. We also have Group Captain Dr. M.J. Augustine Vinod, defense expert. Sanjeev Kaushik, political analyst, joins us along with Manasvi Thapar, lawyer and political analyst. Good evening to all of you. Let me in fact first go across to Mr. K. Varun Kumar. Mr. Kumar, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, Akhilesh Yadav and others in the opposition are asking, the government is yet to put facts on the table. All that we hear is rhetoric. All that we hear is the government blaming the previous regime. That's what this government resorts to every single time. It's cornered by the opposition. How do you respond to that?
Firstly, good evening to all the panelists. Before even going to what Priyanka Gandhi ji has mentioned, I would want to say that it fills my heart with pride and joy about the success of Operation Mahadev in killing the 3 terrorists who are responsible to killing the civilians in Pahalgam. I'm glad that Operation Sindoor has finally been materialized by placing Sindoor on the heads of terrorists by the bullets of the Indian Army and the J&K police. Very big congratulations to them. After listening to what Priyanka Gandhi and Congress are making in the Parliament today, it's best less spoken because Pakistan was a baby delivered by a gynecologist called Congress and raised by a nutrition called Nehru. Let's leave it there and come to what Operation Sindoor has to be redefined as. In Operation Sindoor, Swati ji, you have to remove the word S. And when you remove the word S, it becomes Operation Indoor. Okay, it's high time that we focus on people who are on this soil, born in this soil, raised on this soil, given public mandate by these citizens of the country, and questioning the very own existence of our armed forces and their capabilities in this nation. Doubting the nation has become the habit of the opposition. It is in the very nature of their DNA that they question matters of national security, wherein actually they are supposed to stand by the armed forces or stand morally with the government. Okay. Now, only if you let us not be sarcastic.
Kumar, speaker after speaker of the opposition said that they stand with the army. They're saying that they also stood with the government when Operation Sindoor was launched. The question, however, that the opposition is asking is, why did we reach the ceasefire arrangement? Why did you just stop at Operation Sindoor? You should have got POK back.
See, first of all, Congress or its silly allies have no rights to talk even about POK. Whose mistake was POK? Let's not even get into that history. What I'm telling you is there was an act of terror that happened. We almost neutralized a very prominent air bases of Pakistan. Ceasefire could have been a strategic move by the armed forces or by the national security agencies, which we are not supposed to question. So government and the agencies best know. Sometimes it is national agencies that will have an upper hand even over the government. National agencies will dictate the government. So we will have to take this step because government is good at policy, public making, but probably they'll have to listen to the national security forces. It could have been historic, and probably that could have been a historic and strategic move that even Donald Trump wanted to claim credit on it. So these people are even questioning that. See, what actually Congress is trying to make is
Mr. Kumar, let me bring in our other panelists as well. Let me bring in Sanjeev Kaushik. Sanjeev Kaushik जी, संसद में भी गृह मंत्री ने कहा कि आतंकवादियों को मार दिया, इस बात की भी खुशी ऑपोजिशन में नहीं है. ये भी कहा गृह मंत्री ने कि ये पहला ऐसा ऑपरेशन था जिसमें आइडेंटिफाई किए गए टेरर टारगेट्स और जो टेररिस्ट्स हैं उनको चुन चुन कर मारा गया. कोई सिविलियन कैजुअलिटी इस अटैक में नहीं हुई. ये मेजर्ड रिस्पांस था. ये पीओके को लाने वाला ऑपरेशन सिंदूर नहीं था. ये तो टेररिस्ट को सबक सिखाने वाला ऑपरेशन सिंदूर था.
आतंकियों को मार दिया गया, इससे निश्चित तौर पर पूरे हिंदुस्तान के लोग खुश हैं. आतंकियों का ये हश्र यही होना ही चाहिए. लेकिन सवाल ये है कि जो 26 नागरिक हमारे मारे गए, उस पर कम से कम 2 बूंद आंसू तो बहाए. कैसे? इससे पहले पुलवामा हुआ, उसके बाद में पहलगाम हुआ. हमेशा आप कमर तोड़ते हैं और उसकी कमर फिर मजबूत हो जाती है और फिर दोबारा आके वो आपके सामने तन के खड़ा हो जाता है. इसके बारे में बात करें ना, चूक किसकी हुई? चूका कौन? जिम्मेदारी किसकी तय होनी चाहिए? किसने इस्तीफा दिया? 80 दिनों के बाद में वहां के सिन्हा साहब का बयान आता है कि ये मेरी जिम्मेदारी है। तो क्या हो गया जिम्मेदारी ले लिए? तो शब्दों से मत खेलें। मैंने कहा कि यदि इस तरह की घटनाएं हुई हैं तो उसकी जिम्मेदारी तय होनी चाहिए हमेशा, लगातार। इसी तरह से हम ऑपरेशन सिंदूर अभी स्टे मोड में है, अभी समाप्त नहीं हुआ है कहा जा रहा है। इसका मतलब है कि अभी भी आशंका है कि वो इस तरह की घटना कर सकता है। आप जब कमर तोड़ने और उसे नेस्तनाबूद करने की कंडीशन में खड़े थे तो किसके प्रेशर में आपने हथियार डाल दिया? हम तो यही चाहते थे ना कि आप उस कंडीशन में खड़े थे। पूरे हिंदुस्तान की जनता यही चाहती थी इस बार इस तरह से कमर तोड़ दी जाए पाकिस्तान की कि दोबारा वो हिमाकत न करे इस तरह से। और ऑपरेशन सिंदूर को खत्म करने या सीज फायर खत्म करने की घोषणा कौन करता है?
संजीव जी, एक मिनट संजीव जी, हमारे साथ सिद्धार्थ यादव भी जुड़ गए हैं जो बीजेपी के स्पोक्स पर्सन है। लेकिन संजीव जी एक बात बताइए, ये टेरर अटैक वर्सेस टेरर अटैक की राजनीति अब शुरू हो गई है क्या? क्योंकि होम मिनिस्टर ने संसद में कांग्रेस को ये भी याद दिलाया कि आपकी जब सरकार थी, यूपीए की जब सरकार थी, तब कितने टेरर अटैक्स हुए। उनका ये कहना है, सरकार का ये कहना है कि जवाब जिस तरह से दिया जा रहा है, एक्शन जिस तरह से दिया जा रहा है, सबसे बड़ा फर्क उसी का है कि आपकी सरकार में इनएक्शन था, अब मोदी सरकार जो है वो एक्शन लेती है।
एक्शन के बदले रिएक्शन भी तो मिला ना। जब हमने हमला किया तो उसके बाद में फिर हमारे पुंछ पे नागरिक मारे गए या नहीं मारे गए? हम तो सिर्फ ये कह रहे हैं कि आखिर इस तरह के एक्शन की जरूरत पड़ती क्यों है? आपको याद तो है कि आप कह रहे हैं कि पूर्ववर्ती सरकारों के साथ भी इस तरह की घटनाएं होती थी, लेकिन आपको ये याद नहीं है कि आपने डंके की चोट पे सीना ठोकते हुए कहा था कि अब जम्मू कश्मीर की स्थिति यह है कि वहां बेटी रोटी का संबंध बनेगा, व्यवसायी जाके व्यवसाय करेंगे, जमीन खरीदेंगे, लोग जाके बसेंगे। आप बताइए किस कंडीशन में, किसने बुलाया इनको?
नहीं, लेकिन थोड़ा सा देखिए, थोड़ा सा कॉन्ट्रडिक्टरी है। विपक्ष में थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन इसलिए भी है क्योंकि कुछ कहते हैं कि पाकिस्तान का क्या इन्वॉल्वमेंट, और आप जैसे कुछ नेता कहते हैं कि हमको तो पाकिस्तान को नेस्त नाबूद कर देना था, पाकिस्तान को हमको खत्म कर देना था, ये एजेंडा मोदी सरकार का होना चाहिए था। आई वांट टू ब्रिंग इन सिद्धार्थ यादव, द टू इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स दैट आर बीइंग डिबेटेड। वन सेकंड संजीव जी, एक मिनट। प्रियंका गांधी ने भी इस बात को उठाया, सिद्धार्थ यादव। Priyanka Gandhi saying you did not provide security to the tourists who were present in Baisaran Valley that day. She also said that you always delve into history and past. You don't want to take responsibility. That is the biggest problem of this government.
Who says so? And when was responsibility not taken? When the all-party delegation happened, a detailed
because
report
according
was
to her,
given
nobody resigned.
What happened? Where was the lapse? Where was the lapse? What happened? What could have been done? It was deeply discussed. The government took responsibility. The LG of the state took responsibility. Actions have been taken after that. But this is not the problem of the opposition. The opposition has a different problem. The opposition, which doesn't want that any single reference should be taken to any incident in the past, doesn't want comparison of what it used to be and what it is today, does this because of the fact because they do not want to highlight the differences. Nobody in the government, be it any past government or today, nobody wants a terror attack. I'm saying it even for the opposition who have ruled this country for 60 years. But when that lapse happens, what did you used to do? What did you do after 166 people lost their lives in Mumbai? What did you do? The Air Force of our country was ready, but you did not move out. In 2009, our foreign minister was sitting with Pakistan.
Siddharth. No, but Siddharth, Priyanka Gandhi says we took responsibility and we resigned.
If resignations could have prevented terrorist attacks, then we would not have seen the highest terrorist attacks under the UPA rule. We would not have seen that. 2004 to 2014, India saw the worst period. 2005, 2006, 2007, should I list down the terrorist attack that the country saw? What was the response? The Pakistan was there, the opposition was there, everything was there, but you did not have the courage to do any action. And when now terrorist attacks are down by 80%, when civilian casualties are down by 90%, when armed forces casualties are down by 85%, when finally we are restoring peace in the valley and Jammu and Kashmir, one such incident happens and you want to put up everything and put up a facade for your own politics? Why is that? Why don't you say that we did not have the courage what you have?
Okay.
Today we are crossing the international border, 100 kilometers, and we are bombing.
All right, so that hold on to that point. I want to bring in Manasvi Thapar as well, but we have some breaking inputs coming in, so that just hold on. Sorry to interrupt you. Let me go across to my colleague Amit with this breaking input which is coming in. We're given to understand that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to speak at around 6 p.m. in Parliament. Amit joins us on the broadcast with more. Amit, day one से जब से पहलगाम आतंकी हमला हुआ, ऑपोजिशन पहले चाहता था कि ऑल पार्टी मीटिंग में प्रधानमंत्री आए, उसके बाद ऑपोजिशन एक ही मांग लगातार कि संसद में प्रधानमंत्री कब बोलेंगे, तो जानकारी मिल रही है कि आज 6 बजे बोलेंगे।
जो जानकारी मिल रही है कि 6 बजे के लगभग प्रधानमंत्री इसमें बोलेंगे इस पूरे मसले पर। उससे पहले एलओपी जो है राहुल गांधी, उनको भी बोलना है। करीब 5:30 का वक्त था उनका, वो किसी वक्त उनका जो भाषण है वो शुरू होने वाला है। आपने देखा 2 दिन से लगातार 16 घंटे की डिबेट थी, जिसमें से करीब 10 घंटे से ज्यादा का समय कल रात को 1 बजे के करीब वो खत्म हुआ। और आज गृहमंत्री अमित शाह ने एक एक करके जो तमाम पॉइंट बार जो भी एक तरह से सवाल उठाए गए, उन सवालों का जवाब दिया। और कैसे ऑपरेशन सिंदूर ही नहीं बल्कि जिस तरीके से कांग्रेस सरकार में आतंकवाद को लेकर जो फेलियर्स थी उसको लेकर उन्होंने उजागर किया। तो अब प्रधानमंत्री का समय जो है वो लगभग तय हो गया है। 6 बजे के आसपास प्रधानमंत्री मोदी बोलने वाले हैं। वो संसद भवन पहुंच गए हैं और थोड़ी देर में वो भी सदन के भीतर आपको नजर आएंगे। और ऑपरेशन सिंदूर को लेकर, क्योंकि ये जो ऑपरेशन था ये सिर्फ आतंकवाद के खिलाफ नहीं बल्कि आतंकवाद की जो अनागार है उनके खिलाफ जो ऑपरेशन था, एक सक्सेसफुल ऑपरेशन था, उसको लेकर ये 2 दिन की डिबेट स्पेशल डिबेट चल रही थी। तो उसी का जवाब, एक तरह से जवाब तो इसमें नहीं है क्योंकि स्पेशल डिबेट है जिसमें कोई जवाब नहीं देंगे, सब पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे। तो उसमें पार्टिसिपेट करने के लिए 6 बजे का वक्त है जो प्रधानमंत्री सदन के भीतर बोलेंगे।
जी, शुक्रिया अमित आपका इस पूरी जानकारी के लिए। लेट मी गो बैक टू आवर गेस्ट। आई वांट टू ब्रिंग इन Manasvi. Manasvi, Siddharth Yadav says, action, response would have been much better than resignations during the UP era. Those were token resignations. The question is, what action did your government take? What action did the UPA take to send across a strong message? Only dossiers were sent across.
See, in a democracy, asking questions don't make you anti-national. Asking questions don't damage the country. On the contrary, when we were in 1962, the war with China, at that particular time, Jawaharlal Nehru came up with a thumping majority, third time in Lok Sabha with 361 seats out of 464 seats. And opposition leaders like Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, Hem Berua, N.G. Ranga, Acharya Kripalani ji, all asked questions to the then Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru with the very limited mandate the opposition had at that time. Let me remind you, Swati, at that particular time, these great opposition leaders asked questions like, what is the preparedness of our country? What was the foreign policy?